Okay, so I'm going to go over how to make this animated web banner ad right here. Just Haver Trails, hiking in Beaver Creek Park, themed. So you're going to kind of follow along with me in class, hopefully Wednesday, and then do a couple of your own ads in a few different sizes, I think, is what we're going to do for our last little assignment. So anyway, let's just keep going. I will show you BannerBoo here. So if we go to look up BannerBoo, it's kind of a dumb name, but if you go to BannerBoo, you can sign in. I just signed in with Facebook, so you can do whatever you want there. So once you get signed in, you know, it kind of looks like this. Or wait, is this right? So we can create banner up here. And then we can see, we can add in the size here. You can also go from a template, but I actually think it's more confusing in some ways to start from a template. I think it's easier to start in some ways with just your own blank canvas. So the size that I did with the last one, sorry, I'm gonna have to look it up, 336 by 280, which is kind of a common size. I think it's, let's see, which one is it? Oh, so a large rectangle size, which actually I think this size does perform pretty well. But let's just enter it in up here. It is a standard size, so all of these ads, all web ads typically come in different sizes, and these are a lot of the sizes that they come in. Just some of the, you know, so the half page ad is 300 by 600 pixels. Skyscraper, some of them are for mobile, some of them are for desktop. But we're going to go 336 by 280, so let's just do let's go. And then we can kind of start by bringing in our assets. And actually we can start with the banner name here. So Haver, Trail, sorry, I cannot type today. Okay, and then we can have this link to a website. So that's kind of cool. Most of these ads, obviously, if you create an online animated web ad, it's going to, if you click on it, it will take you to a different website or landing page. So the website I wanted was, let me just reference the other ad that I made here. Haver Chambers, yeah, hiking, whatever. So this is the one I want. I'm just going to load it up in the browser just to make sure it works. I think it does. But okay, yeah, it takes you to the trails map on the Haver Chamber website. So I'll put that in there. So this will make it so that when they click on your ad, it'll take you to that website. Okay, so next up, let's just kind of start loading in some of our assets. So if we go here, this is the settings area. It basically has, you know, the name, the size, if you want a background or border color, and then where your banner will link to. This is just different templates that you can choose from. Most of them you have to pay for, so you're probably just going to be better off starting from scratch like I am today. Here's where you would add in a title, subtitle, or common text, and you can always change the size of the text and the font face too once you get it into your canvas. These are just Unsplash, you know, stock photos that are preloaded. You can always bring in your own assets. You can always find your own images and bring them in the uploads area, which is right here, but let's just keep going down the list. So this is the video area, same kind of thing. All of these you have to pay for, so we're not going to be doing video. Shapes, buttons, lines, charts, so you can go into each one of these. Some are free, some you have to pay for, but there's enough there to make it work. And then here's where you would bring in your assets. So you can upload your own images and files and things. And I haven't used any of this, so I don't think we need it. And this might be just, you know, contacting them if you have a question. So anyway, let's go to uploads here. It looks like a cloud with an arrow in it. So let's upload our own assets. So basically you just go I'm going to provide you with the Havertrails logo. I already have it in there, but basically you would just click on that, and then the bear paw flowers I'll provide you, and then the mountain graphic is another one that I'll provide you, and then you can choose those and bring them in, and it will come into your assets area up here in the upload section. So basically you're going to be working with these three things. So what we'll do first is we'll just bring in this image of the bear paws, and it should size basically to the size that you'll need. You can always kind of move it around if you want to move it around a little bit, but I think, you know, this is pretty good. I guess I'll go ahead and bring in this mountain graphic. You can leave it at the same size that it's at. You can just kind of position it however you think it works in the canvas. So maybe I'll bring it down a little bit lower, and then bring in your logo. And then this might need to be sized down. So just grab it by the corner. It's kind of sizing down sort of weird sometimes, but I think maybe something like this, something around that would be good. There we go. So we've got a pretty good start, but now we just need to add in our text. So we can go to text. So we're going to bring in the hike text. So hike, and then we'll bring in a subtitle. Sorry, my phone's beeping. So this hike text is kind of hard to see, but we'll bring it up here. And then if you highlight that, we can change it. I'm going to change it to, I can't remember what I used. I think I used lobster maybe. They don't have that many. Maybe Pacifico. Yeah, I used Pacifico. So use Pacifico, and then we're going to find our own custom color. They have preloaded colors here, but they don't have the color I want, so you can actually go to this plus sign and then use this slider to find kind of a brighter, more yellowy green. And then, oops, sorry, I'm going to goof that up. And then I think once you get that, you can just kind of click off of it, and that works. And so we'll do that, and then I did bring in the subtitle text. I clicked here, it's over here, it's hard to see, but, and then we'll change this in Beaver Creek Park. Oops, Park. That's a little big, so we'll have to size that down maybe to like 18. And then we'll highlight this, and I'm gonna make this Montserrat. So we gotta go down to the M section. We can make it middle. Maybe make the text box a little bit bigger. So we can make this come over here, this here, and then we'll change this color. And I think our color that we picked out should now be in the preloaded colors, which is good. And then we'll bring this over, line them up a little bit better. I would technically make hike a little bit bigger, but anyway, that's probably pretty good. It's not bad. Hike is a little close to this mountain, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. And then let's see what else. Let's look and see what we have here. Hiking, biking, stunning views, camping, fishing. I'm just going to copy paste this. I might provide you with like a PDF with these words in it, and then you can just copy paste it maybe if you wanted to, or maybe I'll just have you enter it. But I'm going to just add in the common text. Common text will work for this. It's hard to see when it comes in because it's gray, but I accidentally brought two in, so I deleted one. But Command V to bring in hiking, biking, and that kind of thing. I'm going to make these Montserrat again because I'm using the same font. I used two fonts, so I used Pacifico here and then Montserrat medium. So here's Montserrat. Montserrat's kind of nice because it has so many, or middle, I mean. It has so many different options for thickness, basically. You know, if it's bold or thin. So I really do like Montserrat, and it's free. So I'm going to use that. Actually, no, I wanted to use white, I believe. And then we just need to bring it down in size so it's all on one line. Maybe, okay, maybe it has to be size 10 then. It's kind of small, but okay. And then we can add in our button now. And as you can see, there is a timeline down here, but we're not working with that yet. We're still working on just putting this stuff in here. So copy this. Oops. We're going to copy that in. We're going to put that text in. So I'm going to put in another common text block, bring it down here, highlight it, and paste in the text that I want. Maybe bring it down to size 10 or maybe 12, maybe 14. And then we can always center this to, I believe, oops, that makes it all capital. Oh, right here. So if you click if you click on this, it will give you more options. So I'm going to center that in the text box. You can change the letter spacing so we can, you know, bring it out a little bit if we wanted to. I'm going to center this in the, and then I'm going to change the size to more of like a dark, let me move my box out of the way here. I'm going to change the color of the text now to something that matches our ad a little bit better. I'm kind of thinking maybe like a dark blue, something like that. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then we just need to add in our buttons. So we can actually go to the elements. It's almost like the elements in Canva, but I think it's a little different. And then we can add in this little box here, and it actually comes in quite large, but you can always shrink it down. You can lock the aspect ratio here if you want to, but I don't think we need to do that. I kind of actually want to make mine a little bit thinner and stuff. And then we'll change the color. I think we're going to make it this color and maybe make it a little bit less wide. I kind of just want to center it in this space maybe a little bit. Okay, I think I might move my mountains down just a little bit. Yeah, this doesn't look quite the same as it did in the other composition because I did do a little something different with the other one, but just for demo purposes, this will work. So let's add in another text box over the top because we got to finish up our button info. We're gonna our button that we're making. So we'll make this more info. So common text will work. We can just get it to pop in there. Oh, here we go. So we'll change this to more info. And then we'll change the color to that same blue color we used before. Maybe kind of try and get it centered in there. Maybe bring in the button just a little bit on the sides. Oops. Sorry guys. Completely clicked out of there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Just spending way too much time centering this text. Okay, so if we preview this, sorry, so if I move this up, you can see that we can preview it. And we haven't added any animation, and that's why it's not really doing anything. So what we can do is we can start adding in the animation. And I might do that in the next video.